Nobody's going to tell you this, but your phone is literally rewiring your brain and killing your ability to focus. Not slowly, not eventually. Right now, as you watch this video, every notification, every swipe, every mindless scroll is training your brain to crave distraction over deep work, instant gratification over long-term goals, other people's lives over building your own. And here's the part that should terrify you. You don't even realize it's happening. You think you're just staying connected or taking a quick break, but your brain is being systematically destroyed by algorithms designed by teams of neuroscientists whose only job is to keep you addicted. By the way, we're building a private community where we share real strategies to escape this digital prison. But open access is closing soon. If you want to join people who've actually broken free from phone addiction and rebuilt their focus, link is in the description. Don't wait on this one. But first, let me show you exactly how bad this problem really is. Because until you understand what's happening to your brain, you'll never find the motivation to change. Suckery, the problem is worse than you think. The average teenager checks their phone 150 plus times per day. That's once every 6 minutes during waking hours. But here's what's really insane. Each time you check your phone, it takes your brain 23 minutes to fully refocus on what you were doing before. Do the math. You're never actually focused, ever. Your attention span has become like a browser with 100 tabs open, constantly switching, never going deep, always buffering. You can't read for 30 minutes without feeling restless. You can't have a conversation without checking your phone. You can't sit with your thoughts for 5 minutes without feeling anxious and reaching for distraction. And it's destroying everything that matters. Your memory is shot because you never give your brain time to consolidate information. Your ability to learn complex subjects is gone because you can't focus long enough to understand anything difficult. You're constantly tired because your brain is always overstimulated. Your confidence is tanking because you're comparing your real life to everyone else's highlight reel. When was the last time you read a book for 30 minutes without reaching for your phone? Can't remember? That's the problem right there. You've lost the ability to do the deep work that creates real success, real knowledge, real growth. You know that feeling when you wake up and immediately grab your phone, then 2 hours later you're still scrolling and you feel like shit about yourself? That hollow, anxious feeling in your chest? That's your brain crying out for real dopamine, real accomplishment, real connection, not this artificial garbage you're feeding it. Chaffer, why this is happening to you. Your phone isn't just a communication device. It's a dopamine slot machine designed by the smartest engineers in the world to be as addictive as possible. Every app, every notification, every swipe is calibrated to trigger the same neural pathways as cocaine, gambling, and other hardcore addictions. Instagram shows you exactly the content that will keep you scrolling just a little longer. TikTok's algorithm learns your psychological triggers better than you know them yourself. Snapchat creates artificial urgency with streaks and timers. These aren't accidents, they're weapons-grade psychological manipulation. Your brain releases dopamine, not just when something good happens, but when it anticipates something good might happen. So every time you reach for your phone, you get a little hit even before you see anything. Your brain becomes trained to expect constant stimulation, constant novelty, constant reward. Meanwhile, normal activities, studying, working out, having real conversations, building skills, start feeling impossibly boring because they don't provide that instant chemical reward. Your brain now craves every few minutes. Think about it. You can open TikTok for just 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 2 a.m., and you've watched 200 videos of people you don't know doing things you don't care about. That's not willpower failure. That's your brain being hijacked by a system designed to exploit your psychology. Tucker, why most advice doesn't work. Everyone tells you just delete social media or get more willpower. But that advice is trash because it ignores reality. You need your phone for school, work, staying in touch with people who matter. Complete digital detox isn't realistic when your entire life is connected through these devices. Just use willpower is even worse advice. You're trying to fight billion-dollar companies that employ teams of neuroscientists, behavioral economists, and addiction specialists. Your willpower versus their algorithms, you're going to lose every single time. So people try the all-or-nothing approach, fail within a few days, then feel even worse about themselves. I can't even control my own phone usage? How am I going to succeed at anything? The cycle of shame and failure just makes the addiction worse. The real solution isn't about being stronger, it's about being smarter. You need a system that works with your psychology, not against it. Charles, the real solution. 4 pillars of digital freedom. Pillar 1. Environment design. Your phone controls you because it's designed to control you. Every notification, every red badge, every colorful icon is a trigger pulling you back into the addiction loop. So we redesign your environment. First, turn your phone black and white. Go to accessibility settings and switch on grayscale. Suddenly, Instagram looks boring, TikTok loses its visual appeal, everything becomes less stimulating. It's a small change that makes a massive psychological difference. Delete social media apps from your phone. Don't just hide them, completely delete them. If you need to check Instagram, you have to go to a computer and log in manually. That friction is usually enough to break the unconscious checking habit. Put your phone in another room when you sleep, study, or do important work. Physical distance creates mental distance. If checking your phone requires you to walk to another room, you'll do it 90% less often. Pillar 2. Attention training. Your brain has been trained for distraction. Now, you need to retrain it for focus. Start with micro sessions of concentrated attention that gradually build your focus muscle back up. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused work, 5-minute break, repeat. During work time, your phone is in airplane mode or another room. No exceptions. Start with just 1 Pomodoro per day, if that's all you can handle. Practice single tasking aggressively. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you talk to someone, just talk to them. Your brain needs to remember what it feels like to be fully present in one activity. Read physical books for at least 15 minutes daily. This trains sustained attention in a way that scrolling never will. Start with something engaging, thrillers, biographies, whatever pulls you in, and gradually work up to longer sessions. Pillar 3, dopamine replacement. You can't just remove the phone addiction. You need to replace it with activities that provide healthier dopamine hits. Otherwise, you'll just relapse because your brain is still craving stimulation. Exercise becomes non-negotiable. Physical activity releases natural endorphins and gives you a sense of accomplishment that social media never can. Even 20 minutes of movement completely changes your brain chemistry. Learn a new skill that requires sustained effort. Coding, music, art, languages, whatever interests you. The satisfaction of real progress and competence is infinitely more rewarding than endless scrolling. Invest in real relationships. Have actual conversations. Make plans with people. Engage with your community. Human connection provides deeper satisfaction than any digital interaction ever could. Pillar 4, community accountability. This is where most people fail. They try to break phone addiction alone. But addiction thrives in isolation. You need other people to keep you accountable and remind you why this matters. That's exactly why our Discord exists. Daily check-ins where you report your screen time, weekly challenges that keep things interesting. People who understand what you're going through because they've been there too. When you want to give up, and you will, having a community that believes in you makes all the difference. When you see others succeeding, it reminds you that change is possible. Your 30-day freedom protocol, week 1. Environmental changes: turn phone to grayscale, delete social media apps, move charger to different room, set up focus blocks with physical barriers. Week 2, building focus muscle: 1 daily Pomodoro session, 25-minute focused work, 15 minutes daily reading, no phone during meals, practice single tasking. Week 3, dopamine replacement. Add 20 minutes daily exercise, start learning new skill, 30-minute daily. Schedule real social activities, replace phone time with creative activities. Week 4, integration and optimization. Increase focus sessions to 2+ Pomodoros. Extend reading to 30+ minutes. Build weekend phone-free time blocks, reflect on progress, and adjust system. By day 30, you'll notice massive changes. Better sleep because you're not overstimulated. Improved focus because your attention span is rebuilding. Less anxiety because you're not constantly comparing yourself to others. More confidence because you're actually accomplishing things instead of just consuming. My personal breaking point. 2 years ago, I was spending 6+ hours daily on my phone. I'd wake up and immediately start scrolling, then wonder why I felt depressed and anxious all day. I couldn't focus on schoolwork for more than 10 minutes without checking notifications. I was physically present, but mentally absent in every conversation. The wake-up call came when I realized I'd watched TikTok for 4 straight hours instead of studying for a major exam. I failed that test, but more importantly, I failed myself. I was choosing digital junk food over real nourishment, instant gratification over long-term success. That night, I deleted every social media app and committed to rebuilding my relationship with technology. The first week was hell. Constant phantom vibrations, anxiety when I couldn't check my phone, boredom when I had to sit with my thoughts. But by week 3, something shifted. I could read for hours without feeling restless. I had deeper conversations with friends. I started actually finishing projects instead of just talking about them. My confidence came back because I was doing things worth being confident about. Now I use my phone as a tool, not an entertainment system. I check social media maybe 20 minutes per day on my laptop, with intention, not compulsion. My screen time went from 6+ hours to under 2 hours, and most of that is actually productive. The bigger picture, why this matters more than ever. Your phone isn't just wasting your time, it's stealing your future. We're living through the most important battle of our generation, the war for human attention. The people who learn to control their focus will dominate in school, business, relationships, everything that matters. The people who stay addicted will fall further and further behind. Think about it. While you're scrolling mindlessly, your competition is learning skills, building relationships, creating value. Every hour you spend consuming other people's content is an hour you're not building your own capabilities. The most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the ones who can focus deeply on important work, while everyone else is distracted. In a world of infinite distractions, the ability to concentrate becomes a superpower. Your brain is the most valuable asset you have. Would you let someone put cocaine in your water supply? Of course not. But you're letting tech companies mainline digital cocaine into your dopamine system every day, and it's destroying your ability to think, learn, and create. Your choice right now. Here's the reality. You have about 60 seconds to decide whether you're going to take control of your life or let your phone continue controlling it. Most people watching this will feel motivated for 10 minutes, then go right back to scrolling. They'll bookmark this video and never watch it again. But you're different. You wouldn't have watched this far if you weren't ready for real change. If you're serious about breaking free from phone addiction and rebuilding your focus, join our Discord community before access closes. We've got daily accountability, proven strategies, and people who've already made this transformation. Link in description. Don't wait on this. Don't just watch another video about productivity and do nothing. Start the 30-day protocol today. Turn your phone to grayscale right now. Delete one social media app right now. Put your phone in another room right now. Your future self is begging you to take this seriously. 5 years from now, you'll either be someone who learned to control technology or someone who let technology control them. The people in the first group will have every advantage: better careers, deeper relationships, unshakable confidence, the ability to accomplish anything they set their mind to. The choice is yours: endless scrolling or unstoppable focus, your phone or your potential, digital slavery or digital freedom. The war for your attention is happening right now. Which side are you going to choose?